Alright, so this is kind of going to be a one-off video that I do. Just kind of going over updates, guns, everything from handguns I've used to the rifles. Most of the stuff that you're going to see here, besides from the Glock, I haven't used in actual videos before, just because it's been a while since I've uploaded. Main reason I haven't been uploading is just because I'm lazy. I haven't felt like going to Airsoft or anything. Second, because the SD cards that I use on my cameras, both the GoPro and this one, both keep wiping the footage and I have to reformat the cards. So I got rid of that one, got a new SD card. So yeah, all the footage that I had from before got completely deleted. So I had hours of footage and clips from playing. All of that's pretty much gone now, so I'm kind of restarting. Plus I just moved like 2 weeks ago to a new place. Yeah, anyways, just gonna go over guns and stuff. Alright, starting off, got the Glock. This is going over this one first because it's the one that everyone was kind of asking about on my older videos. This thing's pretty much completely stock. I've had it for a couple years. Never really any issues. We've had some too that I'll go over in a minute. I guess we'll start on externals. TLR1 HL. Had this one for a while now. Pink filter on it. I believe I got that on Airsoft Gateway a couple years ago. Pretty much it for the externals. There's really nothing on it. I was going to get a magwell soon, but I don't wear gloves, so you can see the whole pistol grip is actually messed up. I run a couple of these WE mags, mainly because they're half the price of Elite Force mags, and they hold 4 rounds. They can be a little bit more finicky though. When you go to load it, sometimes they won't drop. This one does, but I guess we'll go over internals on this. There we go. Yeah, again, completely stock. The only thing I've had to change in there is this little spring for the trigger. You see it kind of pull. It broke off before. I put the same one back on, and then it completely snapped. So getting this thing on was a pain. Other thing I had to replace was the hammer system, or whatever you want to call that, back there. That also broke. Slide. Again, done nothing to this. Completely stock. Runs really well. Completely stock. You can pick this thing up off the shelf and it'll be completely fine. As long as you don't fuck with it like I am. There you go. Yeah, again, good gun. Next is the Sig Sauer M17 or P320, whatever you want to call it. This one also haven't used in a video. I got it a while back. Pretty much, usually I have a TLR on it, or the TLR on that one, because to work with the holster that I have on my belt, needs a TLR. Got this thing with the red dot on the top. I think the red dot makes the cycle slower, so if you guys are looking at this one, beware of that. Again, this thing's completely stock. The only thing I've really done to it is put some friction tape on there. Really not much to say about it, but it's pretty good. I like it. Alright, next, first the rifles. I guess we'll start externals is the TM MWS, or the gas blowback rifle. Starting at the front, standard birdcage flash hider. You find that pretty much anywhere. It came with the MWS, I just kind of put it on. I believe it was the Inside M3X light. Routed this pressure pad right here. Just kind of used a piece of electrical tape, wrapped it around. BCM grip, I have it mounted technically backwards from how they intended it. So hold it something like that, so I can hit the pressure pad from both sides. Geisley Mark 8 rail. Getting the rails on was probably the hardest thing about this build, mainly because you need an adapter, and I was stupid enough and didn't buy an adapter to put the rail on, so that took a while. Anyways, red dot, or a T1 or something that I got off of Amazon on a riser. Obviously the receiver set is from Tokyo Marui. A lot of the stuff on this can take real steel parts, so you could put BCM grip or BCM pistol grip, Magpul stock, Magpul CTR stock. You could also put, what do you call it, real steel rails on there, but you need to rethread the threads, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just an adapter. But everything can be replaced on this gun for real steel parts, which is what I did for the pistol grip and the stock. Pretty much it for the externals, besides from the LBX sling. I kind of just routed along the side and put this rubber band here, keep it in place. I guess now for internal, I'm not going to take this thing apart, but internals, I replaced a couple of the springs, the bolt spring. Since this is a Japanese gun, it's made for Japanese mags. I mean, not mags, green gas, or Japanese gas, I guess. So eventually one of the springs in the bolt will snap if you don't replace it, pretty much. So I replaced the spring, put a dynamic precision spring, rocket spring, and the bolt spring. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. I haven't done that in over a year. So that's pretty much it for this. Use a couple Guns Modify P-Mags. Also use one of the stock Tokyo Marui mags. Tokyo Marui ones are kind of better because these ones aren't, or these ones are kind of a pain in the ass to load. Moving on, this is the Mark 18. Just got this one back actually not that long ago. Again, I guess we'll start at the front, go to the back, then go to internals. Also, I haven't used this one in a vid. It'll probably be in one of my next videos or something. Pretty much nothing on this is stock. People kind of ask, what gun are you using? And I don't really know what to tell them because it doesn't really have a name. We'll start at the front. The Surefire, I don't know if you see that, Surefire RC2 on the front. PEK box on the top that I got off a hop-up. A Scout Light that I got a couple years ago on the side. Both the Scout Light and the PEK box are routed to these two pressure switches on the side. HFG, vert grip, chopped. So I hold my gun like that, not like that. Let's see, yeah, MTEK up here. I painted all these. So the rail I painted myself, the upper receiver I painted myself, and the MTEK I painted myself. All just using spray paint pretty much. Receiver sets from Noveski, I believe that's how you say it. PTS pistol grip, random trigger that one of my friends put in. Let's see, random stock I got off of e-Vike. Not really sure, it's kind of bad. You can see this part back here is kind of breaking off. But I guess it kind of gives me a way to route the wire through. I painted the stock as well. You can kind of see there's some brown paint on there. Crytac buffer tube. Bunch of random assortment of stuff on here. Let's see. Internals, I'm not going to take this thing apart. One, because I don't feel like it. Two, because I don't really know how. But I did have to line the inside of the mag well with tape because my EPM1s weren't sitting right inside the mag well. So you had to put some tape and Velcro in there. I believe the barrel setup, actually I could take the upper receiver off. So saying, I believe the barrel setup, pretty simple. I don't need much since the engagement distance at VIP is pretty low. So some random inner barrel that I took off of one of my old guns a while back, a couple years ago. Random hop up, I don't even know what this thing is. I think it's also stock. I believe a G&G bucking. Could be wrong. I don't really know. Again, I don't really need any crazy stuff. I might upgrade it in the future, but for what I do, it's pretty works fine. Internals for this one, I'm not really sure what they are exactly. Kind of got the general point, but it's a DSG, so I believe 18-to-1s, SHS piston, a couple other things. I'm not sure what nozzle or cylinder or anything like that, but obviously gate Titan, I believe it's the Titan V2, could be wrong. Pretty much just the general points. Pretty simple stuff for a DSG. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the guns. I guess we'll move on to gear now. Starting at plate carriers and stuff, and then we'll go over to chest rigs, and then helmets, belt setups, all that. Alright, starting off, this is kind of the main carrier, the main plate carrier I use the most. I guess we'll start off at the front. This is a JPC 1.0 in Ranger Green. some IR flag patch on the front there. GMR mag inserts, 10-speed ones. I originally had these ones on my other plate carrier, but I put them on here now. I think it looks better. Got a few plate carriers to run through, so I'll try to kind of go through these fast. I don't want to end up making this like a 30-minute video. OTF knife, Leatherman multi-tool. What the fuck do you call this thing? Tourniquet on the front. Everything else pretty much stayed the same. I don't really run a lot because I'm not in the actual military. I don't need like 500 pouches along the side and shit. So on the back though, I got a GMR mini map and chocolate chip. Fucking, what do you call this thing? Patch. And that. Alright, moving on. This is a LBT 1694A. Not actual LBT though, because that's a couple $1,000s for an actual DevGru plate carrier. But on the front here, got some chem lights, GMR inserts again. These are just two of the MWS mags I run. Got some trauma shears on the front. Push-to-talk mounted on a rubber band. Gonna get a radio for this soon and kind of mount that on there. I didn't realize that there was actually a radio pouch here, so I bought one for that anyways. It's kind of dumb. Anyways, more handcuff things on the back, kind of just for aesthetic purposes. Well, that's pretty much it for this. I'm gonna add some more stuff to it. Alright, next is a Cry JPC 2.0. I do prefer the Cry JPC 1.0s over the 2.0s. Mainly because the 1.0s come with a placard. All you have to get is inserts for them. It's pretty nice about it. The 2.0s don't come with a placard, so you kind of got to buy your own. I bought this Spiritus Mark IV looking one. I think it's actually Krydex. Got some Krydex inserts in there, patches on the front. Keep this thing pretty slick. Haven't really got a chance to run it yet, but more chem lights on the back. Alright, last but not least, for the plate carriers I use, it's probably my simplest one, the Trex Arms AC1 and Multicam Arid. Got some Trex Kaiwi, I think that's how you say it, placard on there, inserts and stuff. This is pretty much just only for running an M4 or something, pretty light. It's a small plate carrier, so it is, you know, super small. Yeah, again, super slick. There's really nothing to this plate carrier. You pretty much just buy it, throw in some plates, throw in a placard, some inserts, and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, this is pretty much the only chest rig I have, but it's probably one of my favorite things to run, favorite pieces of kit to run, mainly because I live in Arizona. Shit gets hot here, so it kind of sucks running a big-ass plate carrier, especially if it's tight. Makes it hard to breathe, super hot, but with this, super easy to breathe in. Especially when you're shouldering a rifle. You can see with these straps here, you don't have a big-ass pad blocking you from shouldering your rifle. But pretty much this is just a Trex Arms, sorry, not Trex Arms. This is just a Hayley Strategic DC3RM. Mag inserts I got off of Amazon there. Spiritus, I believe this is a Spiritus H harness, and I believe this is also a Spiritus. It's kind of a three-tone Ranger green with the Cam Arid and black. It's probably one of my favorite things to run, but definitely if you're just starting on airsoft and you don't care about getting shot, buy a chest rig over a plate carrier first. Generally, they're cheaper, more inexpensive to buy. This one isn't that cheap, I'd say. But yeah, they allow you to breathe a lot more, especially if you live in like a warmer climate and stuff. Alright, so the belt, this is a Ferro belt or Ferro style belt. Same place that I got the LBT from. But on the front, I guess we'll go left to right. So I got Trex Arms mag or pistol mag holsters there. Some random fucking, what do you call that? Rifle mag holster. This thing's kind of tight. It's a little odd. Dump pouch is a Krydex dump pouch. I'm going to get an IFAK for this, also an AOR1. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it there because I don't have that much space. This is a holster system I got here. This is a QLS fork system. This is for the SIG M17. Trex Arms thigh strap. This is good because when you have the holster farther down on you like this, getting the gun out of the holster can pull the holster around, so having a thigh strap really helps. Some more chem lights on the front. It's kind of a reoccurring theme. I always have chem lights on everything for whatever reason. That's pretty much it. It's a nice belt. Alright, so that just about concludes everything I run. If I didn't cover anything, I'll try to update it or something or put it in the description. But all this gear that I use, I've used on the field. Most of it at least. Some of it I haven't gotten a chance to run. So, sorry if I haven't been uploading recently. Just SD card problems, mainly, and I've just been lazy, not feel like playing at all. But that just about covers it, I think. So, that's about it.